The fate of Victoria Winters rests with a strange man named Adam, who now holds her hostage. In the old house on the Collins estate, Barnabas Collins knows what has happened to Vicky and who is responsible, but he is powerless to do anything about it, and so he must wait anxiously as another man makes a final effort to reason with Adam in the hope that he will spare Vicky's life.
Adam, I sympathize with your feelings. Perhaps what you want from Barnabas is right. What is wrong is using an innocent person to get it. Victoria Winters has nothing to do with all this. She's not to blame for the desperation and loneliness you feel.
Professor, you say it is wrong to hurt someone who is innocent. Well, Barnabas hurt me. He's responsible for what I am. And he didn't even care enough to make me in a way that I could be loved. But he will care. He loves Vicky, and he knows if he doesn't give me what he wants, he will never see her alive again. Why are you waiting, Professor? Why don't you go tell Barnabas what I have said?
Trying to understand this incredible change in you. I don't believe it happened because I told you about your origin.
We have nothing more to say, Professor.
You've been listening to someone else, haven't you?
No.
Someone who's been teaching you all the wrong things. Will you tell me who it is? Is it Nicholas Blair?
I have listened to no one. I know what I want, and I know how to get it.
You're going about it in the wrong way.
Do you think Barnabas will give me what I want if I don't keep Vicky?
I don't know.
Well, I do. He will not. He hates me.
Adam, no matter how just your cause may be, you cannot achieve it by committing an injustice. Don't you understand?
Injustice.
This is a question which should be settled between you and Barnabas. It may be true that Barnabas loves Victoria Winters, but she loves someone else. A young man named Jeff Clark. How do you think he feels now?
I don't even know him.
How do you think you would feel if someone took Carolyn away from you?
Carolyn?
Yes. Took her away and threatened to kill her unless you met certain demands.
No, they cannot do that.
Why not? If what you're doing is fair, then that would be fair, too.
No, Carolyn is good.
So is Victoria Winters. They're both good people. Think about the possibility of never seeing Carolyn again. Then you'll know how everyone who loves Victoria Winters feels now.
You've been gone a long time.
I'm sorry, I got here as quickly as I could.
You were at the hospital all this time.
Yes.
Well?
Well, I tried to see Tom Jennings, but they treated me just as any other visitor.
Mean they wouldn't let you in?
The only person that can see him is his attending physician.
So you found out nothing?
Well, I did see a few doctors that I know and spoke to them. One of them had seen the wound, and he described it as a bite inflicted by an animal with fangs.
Then we were right.
I'm beginning to think so, yes.
Is Jennings giving any chance to live?
There's a slight chance.
But if he dies from that wound, he will become a vampire. We must find a way of getting to him and find out who attacked him.
How long have you been back in the house?
Oh, about 2 hours.
What happened with Stokes?
I'm still waiting to find out.
What do you mean?
Well, I went to his house, and I think that he was genuinely Well, surprised when I told him what Adam had done.
Perhaps he was pretending.
No, I can't believe that Stokes is that way. He may be eccentric or, mysterious at times, but I don't think he's evil.
And we're right back where we started.
Not quite. He said he would try and help us.
How?
He went to where Adam was hiding. He said he would try to persuade him to release Vicky.
You let him go alone?
Well, I wanted to go with him, but he wouldn't hear of it.
Well, why didn't you follow him and find out where Adam is hiding?
I thought of that, but he warned me that if I did follow him, it might put Vicky's life in greater danger.
What do we do now?
We'll simply wait, Julia, and trust and hope that he will succeed. He may be the only hope we have. Oh, come in, Professor, come in.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Julia.
How are you, Professor?
I have had days that were infinitely more enjoyable.
Did you talk to Adam?
For more than an hour.
Well, tell us what is happening.
I'm afraid I don't know.
You don't know? What did the two talk to? What did you both talk about?
Mostly about Victoria Winters.
And he refuses to release her.
I didn't say that.
Well, you haven't said much of anything so far.
I'm sorry, Mr. Collins. If I seem reticent, it's because I don't want to give you hope when there may be none.
Did you discuss that thing or didn't you?
Of course I did.
Well, he must have said either yes or no.
Until the very moment before I left, he kept refusing me. But there is a chance, perhaps a very slight chance, that my last appeal may have reached him. I told him to think it over and then make his decision. I expect he'll reach you by nightfall.
Why do we have to wait so long?
I doubt if Adam will risk coming out in the open during the day.
Professor, tell me about Vicky. Is she all right?
I assume she is.
You assume? Or didn't you see her?
She wasn't with Adam. He'd hidden her somewhere else.
Well, do you suppose he might already have killed her?
I doubt that very much.
Why?
Adam may lack a certain maturity, but he's a very intelligent creature. He knows that if he were to harm Miss Winters, he would destroy his chances of getting what he wants from you.
Are you aware of what it is he wants?
Yes. Mr. Collins told me about it this afternoon.
Do you think we should give in to his demand?
My dear Julia, I think we should solve this problem one step at a time. Hopefully, my appeal to Adam's conscience may convince him to let Miss Winters go. If it doesn't, the crucial question is, what do we do then?
I don't know.
What do you think we should do?
If my appeal fails, I'm convinced that nothing else will help. I believe he'll go through with his plan to kill Miss Winters. And there's only one way for us to prevent him from doing it.
To give him the mate he wants.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that decision does not rest with me. It's entirely up to Dr. Hoffman.
Am I to conclude from that, Julia, that Miss Winters is somewhat less dear to you than she is to Mr. Collins?
No, you're not.
And yet you are not anxious or not willing to perform this experiment. Why?
I'm not sure I'm capable of doing it all from the beginning. Do you realize how difficult it is?
Yes, I can imagine the difficulties involved. I don't envy you the decision you may have to make.
Professor Stokes, did you gather from your conversation with Adam that somebody else may have been involved?
I don't think there's any question about it. Adam has come very far in a remarkably short time, but not far enough to have conceived such a plot by himself.
Well, who do you think may have helped him?
I told him I thought it was Nicholas Blair,
Yes.
but he denied it.
Yes. We've suspected Nicholas Blair, too.
But if it is Nicholas, what could he expect to gain from all of this?
I haven't the slightest idea. But evil man that he is, you can be sure it's something designed to further his own ends. Pity is that Adam is being used and he doesn't know it. I don't think you'll have to wait long. It'll be dark in about an hour. I'll be at home all evening. I'd appreciate it if you'd call me the moment you know what Adam has decided.
If someone took Carolyn and killed her, I would never see her again. It is wrong. I cannot do it.
A lovely, clear night. A good night for making wise decisions. Barnabas will agree to another experiment. Vicky will go free. Adam will be happy. And I am the one who will gain the most. Adam, what are you doing here?
Couldn't stay at Collinwood. I kept thinking of Vicky.
You don't have to worry about her. She's perfectly safe. I told you I would come to see you at Collinwood.
Yes, I know.
You shouldn't have taken the risk of coming here. Someone might have seen you.
I came through the woods. No one saw me.
Are you sure?
Yes. Where is Vicky?
I told you she is quite safe.
But I must see her.
Why?
Well, take her with me.
Take her? Where?
To Collinwood.
And Barnabas has agreed to what you want?
No.
Well, then, we can't let her go now. Come in, Adam. No, Adam, that would be a big mistake.
What I did is wrong.
Wrong?
Yes. Vicky is innocent. She's never tried to hurt me. It's wrong for me to hurt her.
I see. Well, it seems that someone has been giving you the do unto others message.
Do unto others?
I find it hard to imagine Barnabas coming to you with a morality lecture.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Who told you it was wrong to hold Vicky hostage? Now, come now, Adam, sit down. Now you trust me, don't you, Adam?
Yes.
Now tell me, who was it?
Professor Stokes.
Oh, and you believed he was telling you the truth?
He has never lied to me.
Adam, all people are capable of lying to you if it is to their advantage.
But what he told me made me feel bad.
Do you know why?
Yes. Because he is right. It is between Barnabas and me, not Vicky. She doesn't hate me. She never did anything bad to me.
Well, of course she didn't. But tell me now, if you set Vicky free, how will you get Barnabas to do what you want him to do?
I will have to find another way.
Adam, there is no other way. Barnabas Collins hates you. He will not do anything for you unless you apply enough pressure.
But Vicky...
Do you know why you felt bad after Stokes talked to you? You felt bad because he wanted you to feel bad. Because he wanted you to have a guilty conscience.
Nicholas, this is very confusing. Professor Stokes tells me something is wrong. You tell me something is right.
The question is, why did Stokes come to see you in the first place?
What do you mean?
How did he know you were holding Vicky captive?
He found out from Barnabas.
Exactly. So who do you think is helping? You or Barnabas?
He has always been my friend.
He's been Barnabas' friend a lot longer.
Nicholas, do you think that he is trying to trick me?
You are beginning to use your head, Adam.
I find that very hard to believe.
All right? Then think about it a little more. As long as you hold Vicky, Barnabas knows he must go through with another experiment. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Now, if you let Vicky go, Barnabas will never do what you want. You will never get the mate you deserve. And you will live all through the rest of your life in loneliness. Now, you don't want that, do you?
No.
Now, Professor Stokes tried to tell you that it was wrong for you to hurt Vicky. But the fact is, you haven't hurt her, have you?
No.
And you have no intention of hurting her as long as Barnabas Collins does what you want. Now, shall I tell you what that means, Adam?
Yes.
It means that Barnabas will give in to you. He will have no other alternative. He would rather make a mate for you than see Vicky die.
But what if he will not do it?
I tell you he will. You see, Adam, what this amounts to is a kind of a test. Barnabas Collins is matching his willpower against yours. Now, if you give in first, he wins. If he gives in first, you win. So, the question is, who has the strongest willpower, you or Barnabas?
Me!
Good. Now, I will take you upstairs and show you that Vicky is perfectly safe, and then you will go to Barnabas with your answer.
It's almost 10. Where is he?
Doesn't do any good wondering where he is.
I should have followed my first instinct that day in the laboratory.
Yes, I should have let you kill him then. Adam.
You've come to tell us of your decision? Well, what is it?
It is not my decision to make, Barnabas. It is yours, and I expect your answer now.
Then you refuse to release Vicky?
We will talk of Vicky after you have created a woman for me.
Didn't anything that Stokes said to you make you realize that
Professor Stokes tried to trick me.
That isn't true.
Yes, it is. He is your friend, not mine. You sent him to me.
Adam, don't you realize that this is wrong?
I am tired of talking of right and wrong. Though I have seen Vicky, she is safe. But after tonight, I don't know what will happen.
Yes, we know. Julia?
Can't possibly make a decision now. I need time.
No, I will not give you more time.
Why?
Because I want my answer now.
Julia, we have no choice. He means what he says.
I can't let Vicky die.
Then you will give me what I want.
I will try. That's all I can do. I can't guarantee that I will be successful, but I will try.
Then you will begin another experiment?
Yes.
On one condition, Adam.
What condition?
We will begin the experiment when you release Vicky.
No. You will see Vicky when you are finished.
But we need time. You can't hold her until we finish.
I told you I will not hurt her.
It is not a question of hurting her. She deserves to be free. She's had nothing to do with any of this.
No, Barnabas, I will hold Vicky.
Then we will not do what you want.
Are you willing to let her die?
I've told you. We will begin the experiment when you have released Vicky. You have my word for that.
I don't trust you, Barnabas.
It is not a question of whether you trust me or not. If you do not release her, we will not go through with the experiment.
Are you testing me?
I am not testing you. I mean everything I say. You will get your mate only if we get Vicky first.
All right, Barnabas. I will let Vicky go free, and you will give me what I want. But I will warn you now, if you don't keep your word, or if you try to trick me, I will get Vicky again, and I will kill her, and I will not stop with Vicky.
What do you mean?
I will turn on everyone in your family, on everyone who bears your name, and I will kill them, one by one.